Hello everyone. In this video lecture you are going to study about pointer. Pointer is a very important topic in C language, right? And it's a quite easier one, right? So before studying pointer you should know that every variable is ultimately a memory location, right? And every memory location has its own address defined, right? So if I define that integer a, right, so this variable is a memory location, right? And at that location if I am assigning a value a is equal to 10, that means I am assigning this 10 value at a location a, right? Now this location, always every location is having a value, right? Its address, right? So this address we consider it as a ampersand a. If I write ampersand, right, preceding this variable name, so it shows address, right? Simply you can try that, you print make a simple program, right? In that you can apply the printf statement. Now if you write in a printf %d, if you write a, right, it will print 10, right? That is the number, right? But instead of a, if you write ampersand a, it will print address, location, you can say address of that particular variable, right? We just take a general example that we all have homes, right? So we consider ourselves as a variable, ourselves as a value, right? Each and every value has its memory location, so we all are value and we all have a home, right? But if we want to refer someone else to our home, right, we need to give the address of our home, right? Through the address of our home only they are going to receive us, right? They are going to address us, right? So for that I need an address, right? So that address for this location, this is known as ampersand a, right? And in a pointer, what we are going to do, we are going to store this address in another variable, right? What we are going to do, we are going to store the address of one variable, that is ampersand a, to the another variable, and that is known as pointer, right? So what will be the definition of pointer? So pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable, right? Pointer is a one variable whose value is the address of another variable. So I'm having this variable a and a's value is 10, right? So I'm having another variable p whose value that is equal to address of another variable, so I can say that is ampersand a, right? So this is known as pointer, right? Now how can we declare a pointer, right? So for declaration I need to write data type, then an asterisk sign, you can consider it as a star as well, then the pointer name and the semicolon, right? It is same as a variable declaration, only the important thing is this asterisk sign. If you do not write asterisk sign, it will consider as a simple variable, but if you write asterisk sign, it will be considered as a pointer, right? So I can declare it like integer star p1, character star p1. Now what will be this data type, right? You might be confused that it is address only, right? And address have some numeric data itself, right? But how can I decide that whether it is an integer or character, right? So this data type depends on the variable data type, right? Now which variable data type whose address we are going to store over here, right? So for example, let us say this, I am having a is equal to 10 and in p1 I am going to store address of this a, right? So this a is of integer data type, that's why my star p1 is of integer data type, right? Suppose I am having some variable b and that is having some value k, right? That is of a character data, right? So if I'm storing the address of B at the P2 location, right, so that would be of the character data type, right? Getting this, right? So this data type is totally depends on the variables type, which type of value is already stored in that variable whose address we are going to store over here, right? So this is the declaration of pointer, that is data type, asterisk sign and a pointer name, right? Now how to assign address to pointer, right? Previously we have seen just declaration, right? Now how to assign that, right? So for assignment purpose, what we need, so first we need to declare, right? This should be in my void main, right? So I'm declaring two variables. One is my normal variable, right? This is my normal variable and this is my pointer variable, right? So star p asterisk p, that means this is my pointer variable, and c, that means this is my normal variable, and both are of data type integer, right? Now what I'm doing, I'm assigning a value 5 to c, right? So my c is having the value 5 and p, I'm assigning the address of c to p, right? Ampersand, as you know, ampersand shows address, right? Ampersand c, that means address of c, and I'm storing this address of c to the p, right? Now here I cannot write star p. Star, that is only declaration purpose. I can write this asterisk sign only two times. Two times means only for two purposes. One, that is for the declaration purpose. Whenever I declare that variable, at that time I can use this asterisk sign. And second, when I can use, if I want to print the value, if I want to access whatever value is stored, I'm not talking about the address, the value is stored at particular location, at that time I can use star, or you can say asterisk, right? And this is called for pointer, especially pointer, this is called as dereference operator, right? Star, or you can say asterisk, is called as dereference operator in pointer only, right? Otherwise it is known as asterisk or simple star multiplication symbol, you can say, right? But for this pointer purpose, it is known as dereference operator. It gives a value stored in that particular pointer, right? So if I write like this, that printf %d star p, right? If I am writing star p, what it will print? It will print 5. Why? Because p, that is a pointer where address of c is stored, and c is holding the value 5. So ultimately this pointer p is holding the value 5, right? So if I write star p, that means it will print 5. If I write instead of the star p, if I write simple p, then it will print some location. Anything, it can be like a, b, 1, 2, 3, 4, or anything, right? Any value you can try as well, right? Now if I print c, then also it will write 5, right? But if I print ampersand c, then again it will be the location that would be similar to this, right? So I can say that this p and ampersand c both are equal, and star p and c both are equal. Getting this, right? So we'll take one example. So here what I'm having this main, right? Now integer, this one pointer I'm here having, that is star p, right? I'm having two normal variables, that is c and d, right? Two normal variables I'm having and one pointer variable I'm having. Now c is already assigned a value, that is 10, right? D is already assigned a value, that is -8. Now what I am doing, till now my pointer has not been assigned. Now what I am doing, I am assigning the location of c, the address of c to p, right? Here I cannot write star p is equal to ampersand c. This is a bigger mistake, right? I cannot write this, right? So I need to write p is equal to ampersand c, right? Now that means what? Address of c is assigned to my pointer, right? Now if I am printing printf percentage d star p means what? Asterisk sign denotes its actual value, right? So that value is 10, right? So what it will do, it will print 10, right? Now in the next step, what I've done, I'll change the value. I assigned a new value to my pointer, and the new value, that is location of d, location of variable d, right? So now if I print star p, so that means this value has been changed to -8 and it will print -8. Getting this? This is just a simple example, right? But what you need to keep in mind, this you cannot write like this. Why? Because star p, this is value, and ampersand c, that is address, right? Similar way, you cannot write c is equal to p. These also you cannot write. Why? Because c again it's a value and p again it's an address. Getting this, right? So these are the basic concept of pointer, right? So I hope you understand the basic concept of pointer, right? So what is pointer? Pointer is just another variable only. But what is the difference to the normal variable? That is, normal variable directly stores the value, whereas pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable, right? Instead of storing directly value, it will store address of another variable, right? So I hope you all are clear with this pointers basic concept, right? So in next video we come up with the another points, another important topics related to pointer, right? Till that, thank you.